Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Clearing my throat there reminds me, once again, scratchy throat, chance of coughing. This time I'm going to try and get to the microphone and actually mute it, because this is the third episode in a row that I've recorded, and I'm doing this on a Thursday after a long week of recording other scripts and things like that. So there's a very good chance that I'm going to cough right into your ears if I'm not careful. So yeah, if I do go quiet suddenly, like I nearly had to then, that's why. Right, swaddling coat. So over here, this is all actually pretty set up and ready to go, to be honest. Swaddling Coat bus swings by Park Lane here, which does connect up to Swaddling Coat Town. I think it was called Upper Swaddling Coat before, but I renamed it. This is a trick the GWR used to do. Kidderminster is a good example. Obviously the Severn Valley Railway is different to Network Rail. So the Network Rail Station, or the National Rail Station, sorry, is called Kidderminster. And the Severn Valley Station is called Kidderminster Town. But back in the day, if there were two stations in the same town, one owned by the Great Western Railway and the other owned by a rival company, if the Great Western Railway station was closer to the town centre, they would always add town to the name. So it would be something like Kidderminster Town, good example. Even if it was only by 100 yards or so, they would add town, because it would make it sound like their station was in the centre of town and the other station wasn't, and it would encourage people to travel via GWR services instead of via their rivals. There we go, first cough of the video. Thankfully, got the mute in time. Over here at Farringdon, York Road connects up to the station. So again, this is pretty good, pretty done. We're going to start off with the line this way and get this connected up and working. I'm going to try and keep it pretty simple. We're just going to go with basic bus stops for the most part. So one there, and one probably, I mean up here is probably the best place for it really. And then we could probably have one there as well. It's a little bit overkill, but it should be fine. Stick the depot there. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You are Colville bus. Nice. And if we come over here, we'll be able to buy some buses. The game loads. There we go. Passenger. Now these are faster and they're diesel. I suppose we could, yeah, let's go with that. Colville bus. We're getting all the new stuff on this set of branches. Then we got Kings Lynn, which is a very weirdly shaped town. Here we could probably just have two bus stops really. One here for the railway station and one over here somewhere for this side of town. That's all we really need. Stick a road depot just outside, somewhere over here. Excuse me. That was probably right in the microphone actually. I'm very sorry about that one. It's really bad. I got flu basically. That's all it was. It was some kind of, it wasn't the C word, but it was some kind of cold or flu or something. And it just completely wiped me out for about 4 days. And even though I'm basically over the worst of it now, I don't ache, I don't shiver, I don't sneeze or anything like that. I just have this weird throat still. I just can't seem to shift it. But anyway, like I said last time, you guys don't need to know my life story. So I'll try and keep complaints about it to a minimum. But again, I can't promise I can do the same about the coughing. It's ones where like literally I go upstairs or downstairs depending on where I am in the house. And I get onto a different floor of the house basically, and I just lose the ability to speak. Like the words just don't come out. At least not without some weird croaky, scratchy sound as well, which is not pleasant at all. My partner finds it hilarious, but yeah, I struggle. Now I'm just going to call this St Ives. I'm not going to go St Ives Cornwall. There we go, St Ives bus. And then we're going to grab, whoops. I mean, you're I'm not going to make any disparaging remarks about St Ives or anything like that, but I kind of want to keep the steam bus for some of these routes as well. So because it's Cornwall and it's the far end of the country, I'm going to say they haven't quite got into the diesel age yet. But I'm sure, I mean, I've seen videos of St Ives and stuff like that. I've never been myself, it's on my bucket list. But it does look like a very beautiful place to go. Would love to check it out myself one day. There we are. You are Barton upon Humber Bus, even though you're not really Barton upon Humber Bus because there's no Humber to be upon up here. Not in this part of the map anyway. In reality, it is Barton upon Humber, of course, but yeah, not here. We're going to say, yeah, you're diesel, you're fine. Capacity is significantly less with only 5. But your higher speed, slightly higher speed, should cancel that out. Cockermouth, again, relatively easy to do. We'll go one there, and one... I feel like one here and one here would work well. Stick the depot there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cockermouth bus. My God, just the cough is just so annoying. Actually, do you know what, Cockermouth? I think Cockermouth is big enough. That sounded bad in my head. I'm sure that's fine. That we can actually have a tram here rather than just a road, rather than just buses. Sorry. So I am going to keep the road depot, but I'm going to stick a tram depot opposite. So I just realised I accidentally electrified the whole thing. One day that will be fine, but it is not this day. Right. Boom. What have we got? I mean, we have got electric trams, actually. I'm going to stick with the steam ones for now. But we could have gone for the electric. Never mind. Thornaby. One here. My God, I'm so sorry, everyone. One here, one there. I'm trying to think the last time I had a really bad voice on camera before. I'm sure it's not as long ago as I'm thinking. Probably isn't as long ago as I'm thinking, actually. Chances are it was like last week or something, I don't know. Thornaby, you're just going to stick with horse-drawn carriages for now. Again, nothing against the town of Thornaby, I'm sure it's beautiful. But yeah. Crewe, I was about to say how much of Crewe have we actually hit here. The answer is next to nothing. I think we're going to do something like this for Crewe. And then we're going to go you there and you there. And that should, I hope, cover everything. Or at least the majority of things. Alright. 1, 2. Crewe bus. Like so. Straight away I just saw a new street there pop up. Let's say you have the diesel, but only because it's less capacity. Now obviously we are going to have buses here eventually from like Ipswich to here and Cambridge to Thornaby, and Rugby to Cambridge, I think, and then Cambridge to Thornaby. That'll probably be, because there is no direct road between Rugby and Cockermouth, so that does seem a bit pointless. Do I set those up first? I should probably set those up first, really, shouldn't I? Okay. So let's do this. And then let's also do that. And then hopefully, if I was to pop one of you there and one of you there, that does a pretty good job of linking up all of Rugby. Now, before I start doing lines, let's do Cambridge as well. Cambridge, I want to be a bit more experimental with my road layouts. Let's do this. And then we're immediately going to scrap that idea and just go back to this. So you're going to sit there. This one's going to sit there. I think we're going to do that. Okay. Let's go there to there. So your Rugby bus. Ooh, a new loco. That's perfect for what I was going to do next in this episode, actually, which is the railway. You are Cambridge bus. Now we've got to do Ipswich, which is easier to do. So one there and one there. Like so. Ipswich bus. Right, I don't think I actually bought any buses on these lines, did I? Don't believe I did. You can have steam still. Over at Rugby, you can have steam still, actually. Rugby. Cambridge, we'll go with diesel because I think this is going to be a bit more full on. Although saying that, this line here is going to go to there, which does involve this, but yeah, whatever. So you are Rugby, Cambridge bus. I think that's how I did it before. Do you know what? I'm going to check rather than just guess. What have we got? Yeah, it is just bus. That's fine. I'm going to do another one, which is going to run from this stop again to here in Thornaby. So you are Cambridge to Thornaby bus. Now, I think doing it like this is going to eliminate any chance of people travelling from like Rugby to Walsall, say. Because I think it's too many connections involved. We're going to go with the diesel motor car for this. There we go. And then finally, I didn't do the line. Ipswich to Crewe. There we go. My damn throat, honestly. If anyone wants to swap, by all means. Alrighty. Train. So we're going to start down here at Walsall. we're going to stop at Swaddling Coat, then Farringdon, then up to Colville, then King's Lynn, and then St Ives, and then back. There we go. So at Walsall, you're going to come in on, I'm going to say platform 3, because we don't have anyone else stopping there. And we're also going to go 1, 2 and 4. That's fine. Swaddling Coat, pretty self-explanatory. Farringdon. So yeah, Farringdon, on the way out, you're going to stop at 4 with, I guess, 5. Yeah. And then St Ives, 2 with 1 and 3, that's fine. And then on the way back again at Farringdon, 6 with 5. Yeah. You are Walsall to St Ives passenger rail. There we go. Then we've got the other line, which starts off at Walsall, misses Swaddling Coat, goes to Farringdon, then Barton, Cockermouth, Thornaby, Crewe. There we go. So again, at Walsall, what do we do at Walsall? I think we come in on 3 as well. And we just do that. It's going to get busy in here. It's going to get very busy. But it should be fine. And just check in. Yep, you're using the centre tracks. Awesome. So at Farringdon here, you almost got it right. I'm going to say 1 with 2. Obviously at Crewe, same as before. And then again at Farringdon, 3 with 2. Now we do end up with a conflicting movement here, but that was always going to be the case. The main thing is on the east side of the station, there are no conflicting movements, which is fantastic. Trains can just come and go without any problems. Right, this is Walsall to Crewe passenger. There we go. Right. One more thing to do, and then we're actually done for this episode. It's going to be a shorter episode by the looks of things. But we need to get some trains out on this line. So, I want to use the new steam loco, which is... Actually, that's a freight loco, isn't it? Technically, yes. So that's a commuter tank loco, which I have been using for freight, I believe. Maybe not. I could have sworn I was using one of these for freight, but maybe not, because that top speed is 48. Huh. Anyway, this one we're going to use for the first line, and we're going to use the smaller carriages. And third class, there we are. And a brake. And I'm going to get like probably 8 of these to start with. And you're going to go Walsall to St Ives. Now, we're going to go for the newer one of these two, which, yeah, 1892. which I'm really confused about because I could have sworn that the old freight loco was only 35 miles an hour, but I could be wrong. I feel like I'm going to check that though in a minute because that's confusing. But yeah, we're going to go for 3 of these as well. There we are, and again, I think we're going to get like 10 of them, which is quite a lot of money, but I'm sure you'll see in a second that we do actually need more. So Walsall to Crewe, frequency of 4 minutes, actually that's not too bad, and then Walsall to St Ives, that's 6 minutes. We need to get at least one other train. 5, still 5, 4, there we go. So that's almost, I think that's, actually that might be 8 trains, 10 trains as well, think about it. Yeah, they're all coming out of here, so there's going to be a real massive stream of trains now arriving at Walsall, which is going to be interesting. But we got loads of, I mean, look at that now, that one's working well. That's Walsall to Trowbridge. That wasn't working before, but now that is. So I feel like we need to bump up the capacity of this line. Huh. Well, that train's not full. That train's not full. That train's not full. Maybe it's completing its first run still. Like I said, I've only just finished the last episode. So I think the problem is they haven't quite spaced themselves out yet. Although this one's full. It could be working. It could be working. Let's see. Yeah, we're about to get an influx. But this could be the first one now. No, not quite. This is the one to leave in the market. So yeah, these passenger platforms here are about to look very, very, very inadequate. And because we haven't got the bigger stations mod anymore, because it was doing weird things with platforms, I can't actually expand this any bigger than it already is. Which is a bit of a shame. Never mind. Are they using the flyover or the dive under? That's a good question. They're using the flyover. Look at that. I can't remember if any trains have actually used this. They don't seem to. They seem to just cross over and then carry on. Which is, yeah, interesting. Again, if you can call it, I suppose it's somewhat interesting if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, here they come. First one. Just want to see already if there's anyone waiting. So it's Walsall to Crewe and Walsall to St Ives. Not yet, but let's check the other end of the lines. So we head up to St Ives first. There is one. There is one, and if I do this, Kings Lynn, Colville, Barton. So yeah, they're coming all the way down to Farringdon and switching. Swaddling Coat as well. Interesting. What about Farringdon? There must be people going everywhere from Farringdon. Just like the real one in London. Not the real town, but the real one in London. Farringdon, Needham Market, Harwich, Barton upon Humber, Walsall, Swaddling Coat, Hessel, St Ives. Hessel? How the heck are you getting to Hessel? It's all the way down here. So you really are going into Walsall and out again. Which is a heck of a trek. So you're going into Walsall here and then reversing. Or actually, because there is still a bus from Swaddling Coat to Harwich, so you might be doing that instead. Because you're basically going from, yeah, here to here. So it's one bus there, and then here, and then you can walk to the station. In fact, I think there's also one from Farringdon that goes down to here. So that'll be a quicker journey. But yeah, Cockermouth, St Ives. It's good. We got passengers waiting. And Barton's got passengers waiting. Cockermouth's got passengers waiting. Thornaby. Crewe hasn't yet, but we have got people here. If I check this as well. Yep, Ipswich, Cockermouth, Barton, Thornaby, Colville. So Colville, so you are coming all the way down to Farringdon and then reversing. Although we could do a bus between Barton and Colville as well. A smart person would probably do that. I might do that off camera. I could do it now, actually. We've got a little bit of time to kill still. And then this one, Rugby, Cambridge, Thornaby. So that's kind of what I was expecting there. And then here, we have got Cockermouth, so there is a train involved. And then Thornaby. Yeah, again, lots of different destinations. Alrighty, let's get this... Sorry, guys. I'm really trying not to cough and stuff, and it's just, yeah. We'll do Barton to Colville. Like so. Barton upon Humber to Colville bus. Man, I hate being ill. I hate it so much. You get the first day off and you're like, oh, this is nice, and then it just hits you like a train. There we go. So this bus stop here in Colville is very popular. Main Road and Grange Road. Is this Main Road? Yeah, I figured. Where's everyone in Colville going? Barton, St Ives, Cockermouth, Farringdon, Kings Lynn, Walsall. So we have got passengers travelling the whole route. Swadlincote, Crewe, Leighton, Hessel even. That's awesome. Where's Leighton is over here, isn't it? So again, yeah, they're travelling a long way through. And we have got some on the Crewe line now, not yet on the St Ives. Stockport is now really popular. Man, I'm really excited about how busy this station's going to get. It's going to be so cool. Here's the Stockport line. That one I think could use bigger trains or more trains. Whoops. I think bigger trains. That seems to be the solution here. Alright, we've got trains running in constantly now from the depot. This one, sorry, is another one. There's another one there just behind. Yep, it's happening. It is happening. Good to see. As long as we're not holding up revenue any trains. But you're not. How did you get there? How did you get there? I'm really confused as to how those ones got there. But they're there. That makes no sense. Alrighty then, folks. I think that will actually do it for this episode. I know it's a short one today. But I got done everything I needed to get done. So there's no point wasting time really at that point, is there? Wow, that's good. Look at the freight there as well. Speaking of freight, that will probably be next time. We're going to start working on these freight lines. So I think one of the first things we'll do is cut back this passenger service so that we might leave the stations as they are for now, just because I don't want to do massive rebuilding. But yeah, the bus services as well. So from Swadlincote, it'll be down to here and then onto a bus to Banbury rather than taking the train. So I think the train's still a long way to go. And the same with this here. This road is just not good at all. What's happened here? Okay, there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on here. I'm going to attempt to fix it. Like so. But I know this is only going to fix it for so long. We could do a dive under or something, or a flyover. Try and fix that. How that would work exactly, I have no idea right now. Could I do something like this maybe? Possibly. I don't know. Because this is a bit of a mess. The other solution, of course, is just to scrap the bus, and that takes one thing off the road, and then swap out the horse-drawn carriages here with trams. But we'll see. Oh, Swadlincote has passengers now as well. That's cool. There we go. It's a nice train. I might just sit at Walsall for a bit and watch trains come and go, and maybe do some first-person rides as well. We'll see. But yeah, thank you very much everybody for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you enjoyed the series so far. Drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And again, thank you for helping me out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, with the train whistle in the background there, I will see you soon.